my shirt, that's linen. I'm just trying to vibe, yeah, we out here gigging, two-stepping, just out here killing, getting hot in here, plus done kicked in. I need to slow down for your boy gets kicked out. Still feeling myself, just socializing, but you better not ask me to start freestyling. Honestly, I don't like the nightlife, fool. Since I'm here, I guess I'll enjoy the lights like you.
This series shifts locations as we get set for a big one. Game 3 of the NBA Finals, right here on EA Sports. We're at Wells Fargo Center, where tonight the Philadelphia 76ers playing host to the LA Clippers. Hi, everyone. Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Clippers coming into play. They held serve in the first 2 games of these finals. Now we come to Game 3, and with the venue change, the series could change as well.
And you know, the first 2 games held the form, but now the series shifts. So this crowd is going to need to give them everything they can for an advantage. Even though this isn't a must-win, they need to play like it is, because you don't want to be down 3-0.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
And a throwdown. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
George, he was all over him. Top of the key. George, his first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Leonard to Paul George. 4-3. He has yet to hit one tonight. No good. Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads 4. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Paul George to Leonard. George to Leonard. George. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. In the front court comes Simmons. Up by 3. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Beverly to George. Leonard to Paul George. And the nice finish at the rim.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Sixers control it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
At long last, he couldn't buy a 3 to start this game, but he finally gets one to go down.
And you see, Ed, when he shot that one, he wasn't hoping for the ball to go in. He knew the ball was going in. That was the difference.
Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Marcin Gortat swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Paul George to Leonard. George to Leonard. Curling inside. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. George knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Paul George with a chance at a 4-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Count that one, and a 4-point trip. Simmons with it. The score 12-8. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Leonard. No good. That's great defense. Simmons with it. Down 3. To Richardson. Kawhi Leonard. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcin Gortat. Sixers have the basketball. Harris. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Here comes the screen. Leonard. Not done yet. To George. LA with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Sixers call for time as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Short jumper won't go down.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 of 4 now.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down 8 to Tobias Harris. Oh, he had it.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
LA with 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Into the front court comes Simmons, trailing by 10. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Leonard to Gortat. Paul George to Beverly. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Corey Joseph against Paul George. And counted at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
George to Gortat. Fine to shoot. George, he engulfed him that time. Clippers have it. George. Off the iron. No good. Simmons into the front court. They find themselves down 10 to Embiid. Short jumper off the mark. LA Clippers with the basketball. Probing the defense. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he makes them both. To Beverly. Paul George. To Williams. Gets it in the right corner. To Paul George. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Not going down here. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
George to Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. George shakes free and hits. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Gets a look. Can't hit. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Williams to Beverly. George. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Strong finish for Paul George.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Simmons with it. Down 11. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It remains Sixers basketball. New blood coming in for both sides. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Leonard to Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard To Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard won't go down. Simmons with it, trailing by 11. To Horford. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to Gilgeous-Alexander. To Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Here's Simmons with it up top. His team down 9. That is great vision to set it up. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Second to 3, got it. And he hits all 3 free throws. Joseph with it. Looking to make something happen. Joel Embiid. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to George. Gets it at the top of the key. Gilgeous-Alexander to Leonard. Paul George fires. Rebound Horford. No good. To Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended. To Horford. Oh, emphatic slam.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Clippers have the basketball. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard around the perimeter to Paul George. That's the end of 1 here in game number 3. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Horford. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Leonard. Not easy.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Joseph with it. 14-point deficit. To Horford. Rises for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Leonard to George. Oh, had him going there for a second. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To Beverly for 3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Joseph with it. Down by 15. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George to Beverly. George to Leonard. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything. That's why shots aren't dropping.
Leonard. Another chip and a putback slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Horford. Down low for Harris to Horford. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Leonard to Beverly. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Paul George with a piece. Knocked loose.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Tobias Harris. Layup goes down. Well done.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Here comes the screen. Paul George. And finally play is stopped on the tie-up. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Beverly. George. It's no good. Shots not going down. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Richardson. The drive. Right to the back. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul.
Free throw shooter. Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to Gortat. Straight on look. Leonard to Williams. Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Leonard to Gortat. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss. Into the front court comes Simmons. He'll run the offense. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 for 7.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Leonard to Beverly. Leonard. That's how you defend. Simmons into the front court. 9-point margin. To Richardson. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Leonard to Williams. To Leonard. Off the assist.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Harris. They go down low to Simmons. Count the basket inside.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
The shot clock expires. Time to shuffle things up. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Montrezl Harrell rejects it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. That's a 24-second violation. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Leonard, tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to Beverly. Leonard to Williams. Kawhi Leonard. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Montrezl Harrell. Huge block. Beverly.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Richardson. Harris. To Richardson. Josh Richardson, 2-of-4 now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Smith now into the front court, trailing by 10. To Richardson. Terrific vision. And one. Embiid. Good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far. Beverly. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Simmons. To Embiid. And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Korver to Leonard. To Korver. Leonard. From long range. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beverly into the front court. Leads 4. Leonard to Beverly. To Leonard. Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Simmons to Richardson. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. To Korver. Has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Sixers control it. Simmons to Embiid. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. To Corver. Oh, emphatic slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Corver. Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. That's good D. Shot no good. Embiid. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. That misses with a second to go. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Clippers are in a close game thus far. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers aren't down by too much at the half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Assists.
that was an excellent first half of basketball. And I say that because of the way these teams move the ball. The offenses have been flowing, and the action has been mesmerizing. We've got ourselves a nice game here today.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Simmons with it. His guys now down by a point. Knocked loose. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly. And the rebound taken down by Harris. Smith with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Embiid, good for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Parker. Corbett. For 3. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Harris to Simmons. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Beverly into the front court. His group now down 2. To Parker. Corbett. front court comes Smith. 2-point advantage. Knocks it down from mid-range. LA Clippers with the basketball. To Parker. To the outside. Korver to Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Korver. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To Korver. Fires the three. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
From the outside, no good.
Follow through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Short jumper won't fall. And he's going to the line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Josh Richardson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Korver to Parker. Korver to Parker. Oh, he had him there for a second. Korver to Parker. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Embiid. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Embiid is such an outlier. There's nothing normal about him, nor does he want anything to be normal about him, which is even scarier with a guy with that kind of talent who possesses that type of mentality. A guy that big, that dominant down low, that boy different.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Still can't buy one from distance. It's no good. Missed a wide open look. Gortat to Korver. It's good.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Simmons with it. It's an 8-point lead. To Embiid. Nice pass to set things up.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Beverly. Joel Embiid pins it. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Leonard. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Marcin Gortat sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
George knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Up 6 to Tobias Harris. Simmons. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. In the front court comes Simmons, up by 6. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to Paul George. Oh, had him going there for a second. Patrick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Simmons into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. To George. Gortat. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. First try at the line, no good. Misses the second as well. Leonard to Beverly. Ben Simmons with the block. Out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Leonard. Passed it off to Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Able to convert on both free throws. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. And the rebound brought down by Harrell. Patrick Beverly. He's now 4 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Simmons with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Embiid able to convert inside.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Simmons with it. Down just a couple. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Beverly. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3 to Beverly. Patrick Beverly. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Williams off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. To Simmons. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Here's Leonard for 2. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Embiid. Second effort. There it is, Al Horford. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys down 3. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Kawhi Leonard, and he knocks it down, Jay.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
But I don't put that on the shooter, Ed. I put that on the passer. You have to put your players in the best possible position to score the ball. You know that's not a strength of his.
Joseph with it. The deficit now up to 5. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Yes, And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Screen coming. Leonard. To Williams. Leonard. Beverly. He was all over him. Nice finish at the rim.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Nice pass to get things going.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Now a steal by Philly. Drawing key from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end. We have a tie ball game. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Beverly into the front court. All even here in the fourth. To Leonard. Beverly. Curling inside. Easy pass to the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Joseph with it. His group now down 2. Driving right to the basket. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Corey Joseph trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. And add one more to his total. And scores. Strong take.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Joseph with it. His guys now trailing by a point. To Embiid. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Clippers have the basketball. To Gilgeous-Alexander. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Embiid. Doesn't get the bounce. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And easy to get back on defense.
LA with 4 to shoot. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Joseph with it. Down 3. Here comes the screen. Patrick Beverly snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Joseph with it. They're down 3. It goes down.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Kawhi Leonard. Shot won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander, keep an eye on this guy. Slams it down. Sixers call for time as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Not that time. To Beverly. Corey Joseph sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
Goes to the left side. Couple of cracks at the line now.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Tobias Harris at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. He missed a pair of free throws. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Knocked loose. Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Leonard to Gortat. Sixers have it. Harris, great feed. Throws it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Here's Leonard for 2. The jumper's off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Josh Richardson. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
And count the basket inside.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. To Paul George. Fires the 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Simmons into the front court. All tied up, just underway in this 4th quarter. With that foul, it's number 6. He'll be watching the rest of this one from the sideline.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Screen coming. Simmons to Embiid. Shot from in close, no good. To Leonard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not a defensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Richardson to Simmons. From the outside, no good. Cashes in for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris to Simmons. Almost unlucky bounce. Kawhi Leonard. Off the mark. Simmons with it. Down 5. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. He gets it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Trying to cash in. Not that time. To George. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Here's Simmons with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. To Richardson. George trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's good, and 1.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. LA Clippers with the basketball. It's George for 2. Not that time. Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys trail now by 4. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Misses the first. Oh, he missed them both. Leonard to Gortat. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Marcin Gortat. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Simmons into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Richardson. Turns and slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Kyle O'Quinn able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Wide open look won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Simmons to Richardson. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Philadelphia with the basketball. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Screen coming. Williams to Leonard. To Williams. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Simmons. Williams across the timeline. The lead is 11. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. And for the very first time in franchise history, they are NBA champions. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers edged out a close victory in today's game. In transition is where they really did some damage. As soon as they got a stop, they were on the run and going for the easy basket. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.